we're ready to start, so I think we'll be getting into game very shortly. We have Python picking Sinister for us to start up with. This is a best of 5, so we got many maps that we could be seeing. But getting into game, here we go, and it is going to be on Ballin starting off. We're getting that red armor. Trying to see if we can get a little bit of info on that lower yellow. Didn't see too much, but managing to get himself all the necessary resources early on.
Yeah, so sticking on this side of the map, Ballin is just wanting to make sure that his position and stack is secure for the next grab of red. Not really looking for a fight with Python just yet. In fact, he hasn't seen him at all, so coming back through the teleporter, he's expecting Python to be coming up the stairs. It's caught inside of him, but Python backs off, ends up taking 2 rails without nailing Ballin much at all, so that's another red armor going over to Ballin, and this means he can move very gracefully over to Mega Health.
A little bit of spot damage there just on the side. Not much happening. I wonder if Python's going to want to play a bit of a slow game. He's got his rockets unbelievable. Ballin is going to have to just get the hell out of that area. I think he got so excited he started doing damage to himself as well. What is Python going to do? He just about avoids that rail. That was going to be him giving up the first frag of this series. But I wonder if he can slow play it a little bit and stack up somewhat. He's
had a lot of really good positions on Ballin so far, but not making too many of those rail hits, and so far Ballin's been able to, well, just stay pretty defensive here. He's not going all too aggressive himself. He's looking for Python to make some move at Mega, which is obviously a place where a lot of traps can happen, but it looks like Python's going to be staying at a distance once again. Red Armor's going to be a little bit delayed here, so we got Python finally moving up the stairs with the LG, taking a lot of damage. Ballin's throwing out his own now, and just barely making it out with the first frag.
That's actually some pretty decent LG from Python. I liked his movement. He was sidestepping pretty nicely, but he was just going up against someone who had so many more resources than him that it was a bit of a dream to think he was going to get that kill unless things went horribly wrong for Ballin's aim. But that wasn't the case. Now, I wonder if Python, being one of the old schooler, playing in a tournament where there's so many new maps, I wonder how he's familiarized himself. He was telling me that he's been practicing, but he's largely been going against bots. So I'm not really sure what we can really take from that at all. I don't know how serious he was being to begin with, because he was just generally, I think he's insane. But
well, this map does definitely have a real rhythm to it, and a lot of trapping opportunities both on Mega and Red. But yeah, after that last fight, Ballin was still at 100-100, so no real opportunity for Python to come back out of the spawn and do any real damage. In fact, we've gone another, full 40 seconds or so without Ballin and Python really running into each other. So Python is being incredibly passive right now, still trying to set up some of these angles, set up some of these traps for some early hits against Ballin, but it just isn't happening yet.
I'm actually going to switch over to Python a little bit, see what he's doing. He's snuck his way over there a bit, but actually I think Ballin is up at the top. He's going to just about take away that red armor. I don't think Python expect that at all. One direct rocket, but can he hide away using the obstacles on the map to his advantage? And Ballin dropping down on his LG. That rail should definitely have hit. Unlucky with the rocket as well, but Ballin goes 2-0 up on this map.
That was a better sneak than last time, though. It does look like he's just looking for those opportunities where he knows where Ballin is going to be focused on moving from Mega to Red and use that narrow window just to run away with the Red. However, he didn't run quite far enough. He was looking for more damage than maybe he should have expected there.
Yeah. It was surprising, to be honest. I mean, I don't think Ballin should really have let him come that close to really winning the fight. He didn't even realize, oh, crap, I'm losing the red armor out of nowhere.
All right, so a little bit of rinse and repeat here as Ballin's setting back up on Red. Knowing that Python's tried to pull this trick twice, though, he might be changing up his own pacing a little bit here, instead moving. Now that the timers have kind of flopped between Red and Mega, that really does force Python to, think of plan B here.
I think oh, he's behind me.
Right. That would have been really cool if it hit. That
would have been excellent. Oh, he's going to catch him out of nowhere. There's 2 direct rockets, make it 3 direct rockets for Python. So fantastic damage yet again. But is that not a very good time? Because there's items for Ballin to pick up immediately. So he's making Ballin going very solidly for him at the moment.
Yeah, it opened a very narrow window of opportunity for Python to take some weapons and some armor off of spawn and keep the pressure up on Ballin, but if he lets loose right now, he's going to be losing that out. But there's the rail hits when we needed them. Ballin now railable, as is Python, and finally Python getting on the board.
And he's got the Mega straight after. He's got the red coming up as well. He just gets a great rocket. This damage is excellent. He's going for another rail, and he's going to surely finish it up with the rockets. I was a little bit skeptical a bit for a second, but actually his aim was on point.
This is a bit of a problem, though. We have a lot of time before any major items come back up, so Python will need to be very cautious here. He'll need to decide which one to kind of focus on. And yeah, right out of the teleporter, didn't have time to react. Ballin is going to take that frag right on back, and that leaves him a pretty open menu to grab Red and Mega.
Yeah, it could be getting back to where we were just a few moments ago. Python, can he get to that Mega health? His rockets, again, are unbelievable. Wow. He's not even going onto the Mega just yet. He is completely make a fool out of Ballin.
That worked out better than it should have, honestly. But that leaves Ballin at a railable state here, looking for yellow armor before moving back out of there. Python was able to recover on that Mega a bit, but that does grant him position on